Okay, good morning. Um, this video that I'm doing, I'm recording, um, is going to be on the Moral Life of Schools book, but really on the project, I guess, where you because um, because of the current situation, um, I need to change the nature of the project slightly. It um, it's meant to be a classroom observation. I've tried to find videos that would work for the numbers and the diversity of the class we have this summer, um, but I haven't really found anything that I think really works well. And so instead of an observation, because schools aren't open, you know, it's difficult in a normal summer to get enough observations in. Look, and so, and we've used the classes, we had middle school classes, enhancement classes that we had on Nichols campus. We've used those. So those aren't occurring either. So there's really no way to do the observations. The other problem with most of the recordings that I've looked at for the class is they're idealized. All right, they probably don't have a sufficient number of flaws for you to really think about. There is a recording up. It's an older recording, but it still works for you to get a sense of what the project was supposed to be like. But in that recording, the first half of that recording, I go over the different categories of moral and ethical classroom activity that that the book, The Moral Life of Schools, had put together. Now, so that's what I wanted to lead in with this. I'll add that I probably talk about this on that other recording, but just to make sure, this book is based upon a study. You could say it's an ethnographic style study of classrooms, both in the Philadelphia area and across the Delaware River in New Jersey and those suburbs. Okay. And what Jackson and his fellow authors wanted to show was that there really is no such thing as a values-free classroom. In the mid-70s, there was a lot of talk, and there still is to some degree, this idea, this belief that we can have a classroom that's value-free. That's impossible. As you'll read in the book, the curriculum has values, the teacher has values, students in the classroom have values, and they all come out through the teaching and learning process. So you can't really have a values-free. You can I guess attempt to minimize some of that, and I'm not sure if even that's a good idea as a teacher, because your personal values will be exhibited, okay, by your actions in the class. So, you know, that's the nature of the book. And graduate students went out and recorded these ethnographies that they used to put together the book together with. So I'll leave that there because the video that's up explains the different categories and how to. In the video, I'm talking about what to look for. For our purpose, it's going to be what to think about. So what I want you to do in lieu of observations, so you can't write about observations, you're not doing them. But an important part of the activity, once you observed and wrote about those, was for you to reflect upon your own teaching in light of the categories, in light of what you saw. Well, in this case, what you're being asked to do for the Moral Classroom Project is to reflect upon your own teaching in light of the categories. And everything pretty much holds towards that end. And so you'll have to spend a few minutes, you know, with each category and thinking about some of your own teaching. And it's really an exercise of self-criticism. Because we all do things, whether intentional or not, that might raise some questions about our ethical and even moral behavior within a classroom. I think I talk about some of that in the video, just my own experience of seeing folks, and some of my own experiences in being misunderstood by students, and I actually have some new stories, but I don't know that I need to go into those today. Maybe I'll relay those in the fall when I teach this class again. So it's basically you're writing a reflection, and I'm going to ask you to try to go through every category. If you find you're being somewhat redundant, then group some of those categories together. It's a difficult process. And I mean, you certainly could, for your own sake, if you feel like you need to, there are all kinds of teaching videos on YouTube, and you might want to look at a couple just to think about how to apply some of the topics. But I'm not asking you to do an observation. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. You know, just kind of, you know, add this video. I'll be adding this video to the ones that are already there. So certainly take a look at the one that's up. It covers both the moral life of schools, and it covers the early phase of curriculum of difficulty. So talk about Fowler's book. There is a second video up where I go into a little bit more detail through the orbitals and how to apply those in your own writing. And of course, in terms of Fowler's book, I have some of my own examples, and I think some of you have already looked at those. I probably need to work on some of those a little bit, on my draft a little bit more, which I may very well do. I'll let you know. So I hope things are going well. Any questions, always let me know, and look forward to reading your work. Thank you all.